Once upon a time, there was a young man who possessed a curious and inquisitive mind. He was filled with questions, and one day, he decided to approach the Buddha, a wise and enlightened teacher, to seek answers. With a heart full of curiosity, the young man respectfully approached the Buddha and posed his question. The Buddha, renowned for his deep insight and compassion, listened attentively to the young man's inquiry. After carefully considering the question, the Buddha spoke. "I will provide you with the answer you seek, but I have a condition. You must wait for 1 year before I share it with you." Hearing these words, Ananda, a devoted attendant of the Buddha, couldn't help but burst into laughter. This laughter caught the young man off guard, and he turned to Ananda with a puzzled expression. "Why are you laughing?" the young man inquired, curious about the unexpected response. Ananda smiled kindly and replied, "I am laughing because a year ago, I was in your position. The teacher gave me the very same instruction. Wait for 1 year in silence, calm your restless thoughts, and then return with your question. If you truly wish to ask, go ahead and ask now." The Buddha reiterated his earlier condition, saying, "This is my requirement. If you still have the question after a year, I will be ready to answer." With these words echoing in his mind, the young man embarked on a journey of waiting and introspection. A year passed by, marked by moments of quiet contemplation and efforts to still the turbulence of his thoughts. The young man learned to observe his mind, to seize the thoughts that darted about uncontrollably. Finally, the day arrived when a year had elapsed. The Buddha turned to the young man and gently asked, "Have you come with your question?" With a newfound calmness and clarity, the young man responded, "Oh, teacher, I have indeed waited for a year in silence, striving to tame the restless thoughts that once filled my mind. Now I understand the reason behind Ananda's laughter. How can I ask a question when there are no more questions left to ask? As my thoughts became still, my questions disappeared." The Buddha's serene eyes met the young man's gaze, and a soft smile graced his lips. In that moment, understanding blossomed between them. The young man had embarked on a journey of inner exploration, discovering the profound truth that lies beyond words and inquiries. The silence that had filled his year of waiting had led him to a place of tranquility, where the noise of questions had been replaced by a profound understanding that words could not capture. It was a realization that spoke to the essence of Zen wisdom, the profound truths that dwell in the heart when the mind is still. In that quiet exchange between the young man and the Buddha, the profundity of the journey they both undertook was evident. The young man had discovered that in the stillness of the mind, there is a clarity that transcends the need for verbal answers. The answers lie within, waiting to be uncovered through patient introspection and inner peace. And so, the young man's journey came full circle, from a heart brimming with questions to a mind at peace with silence. The Buddha's lesson had been learned not just through words, but through the young man's own experience of seeking and waiting. It was a lesson that reminded him that sometimes, the most profound answers are found when the questions themselves fade away.